Afternoon children, and welcome back. Last class we saw amino acids from biomicromolecules, right? So today we'll be seeing some other biomicromolecules like lipids, nitrogenous bases, etc. Okay. Now what are lipids or lipids? What are they? Lipids means, they are oils or fats or oily substances, right? Okay. Now they are, as you know, oils are insoluble in water, and it mainly contains an acid group and an R group. Acid group and an R group, and that R group may range from methane CH3 to next group C2H5, C3H like that, C7 like that, okay, depending upon the number of carbon atoms. Okay. Now there are these organisms also contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Mainly these three. That's why they are also called as inorganic compounds. Okay. Now what are the types of lipids? Lipids may be classified into simple lipids, compound lipids and derived lipids. Okay. Now what are simple lipids? So when lipids are split into, when on say hydrolysis, what does it give you? It will give you fatty acids and glycerol. Okay, right. For fatty acids are organic acids with a hydrocarbon chain ending in COOH group. Okay, that is an R group attached to a COOH group. And the simplest of the lipids contain nearly 16 carbon atoms, for example palmitic acid, and arachidonic acid has nearly 20 carbon compounds. So the simplest is the palmitic acid, which has nearly 16 carbon including the COOH. Okay, coming to the types of fatty acids. Lipids are made up of fatty acids and glycerol. Coming to the fatty acids now. The fatty acids may be saturated or unsaturated. What do you mean by saturated? That means they do not have a double or triple bond between the carbon atoms. Okay, see this compound. There is no double or triple bonds, right? In this, see, there are double bond. There is double bond here. Okay, so that means these are unsaturated fats. That means they can again combine with something else, right? So saturated fatty acids are the compounds or fatty acids which have no double or triple bond between the carbon atoms, and unsaturated fatty acids are the ones which have double bond or triple bond between the carbon atoms. Okay, and what is the glycerol now? Glycerol is otherwise called as trihydroxypropane. Propane means it contains 3 carbon atom. Trihydroxy propane, CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. Trihydroxypropane. Fatty acids are esterified with glycerol. Fatty acids are esterified with glycerol to form fats or oils. How to distinguish fats and oils, children? Oils have low melting point than fats. Okay. Now it includes it includes monoglycerides, diglycerides and triglycerides. You can see here one glycerol plus one fatty acid is equal to monoglyceride. One glycerol molecule with 2 fatty acid molecule gives rise to diglyceride. One glycerol molecule with plus 3 fatty acids gives triglyceride. See the example here. One glycerol molecule added to this fatty acids give palmitic acid, which is a triglyceride. Okay. Now what are compound lipids? They are also esters of fatty acids, plus they have additional groups also. It's same like the other group, but it is esters of fatty acids and alcohol with additional group. Example, phospholipids. Where do you find phospholipids? Have you heard of phospholipids? Yeah, it is seen in the cell membrane. Cell membrane, or in human or living systems you can find this phospholipids. Right? They are found in cell membranes. Example is lecithin. This is the structure of lecithin given. Okay, right. And derived lipids. The best example for derived lipids are cholesterol. They are the products of hydrolysis of simple lipids and compound lipids. What is a derived lipids, children? They are the products of hydrolysis of simple lipids and compound lipids. For example, cholesterol, right? In our body, the fats are stored in the form of cholesterol, right? Okay. And already I told you how to differentiate oils and fats. Oils have low melting point and fats have higher melting point. So far you've studied the organic compounds with long chains or straight chains, right? There are also compounds in organic chemistry or organic molecule which have cyclic, which means, what do you mean by cyclic? Ring shaped. That is, the carbon atoms are bound together to form a cyclic chain, right? Okay, which all comes under this category? Phenol, phenol you've studied, right? That is also cyclic, right? And also the adenine, the nitrogenous bases. What are the other examples of cyclic compounds? Which are the nitrogen bases. Now, what are these nitrogen bases, children? Which are adenine, guanine. Both of them are purines. Purines example. Because of the structural difference, the nitrogenous bases are divided into two, which are purines and pyrimidines. Okay, purines and pyrimidines. Examples of purines are adenine and guanine, right? And pyrimidines example are uracil, thymidine, and also one more is also there, right? So altogether 5 examples or 5 types of nitrogenous bases are there belonging to purines and pyrimidines, right? Okay. Now where do you find these nitrogenous bases? Yes, they form the one of the components of the RNA and DNA. You know, RNA and DNA is important, right? It is the genetic material of all the plants and animals and viruses and bacteria also. Clear? RNA and DNA, it's one of the component of this RNA and DNA. Children, what is RNA and DNA made up of? They are a polymer of. Polymer means a long chain of nucleotides. What are they? Long polymer of nucleotides. Okay, I'll say what are nucleotides. And what is a nucleotide, children? Nucleotide means a nucleoside plus a phosphate group. What is that? A nucleoside, S-I-D-E, nucleoside plus phosphate gives rise to a nucleotide. Okay, now how do you get a nucleoside now? Yes, when a purine or pyrimidine, that means when a nitrogenous base combine with a sugar molecule, 5 carbon sugar. Okay, so when a purine combine with a sugar, it will give rise to what? Nucleoside. Okay, when this nucleoside again combine with the phosphate group, you get a nucleotide. Okay, now let us see the different examples. Adenine plus sugar gives adenosine. Okay, so adenine is the nitrogenous base plus sugar gives rise to adenosine. Okay, same way uracil plus sugar gives uridine. Okay, so thiamine plus sugar gives thymidine. Right, and plus phosphate will give rise to adenylic acid, uridylic acid, thymidic acid, like that. You got me, children? Okay, so what is a nucleotide? A nucleotide is a nucleoside plus phosphate group. Right, how do you get a nucleoside? You get when a nitrogen base combined with a sugar molecule. Clear? So just now I told now, right? Nucleosides and nucleotides. Adenine plus sugar adenosine, guanine plus sugar guanosine, cytidine, thymidine, uridine. These are the nitrogenous bases, children. These are the nitrogenous bases. Okay. Right. Okay. Then adenine plus sugar plus phosphate gives adenylic acid, guanylic acid, cytidilic acid, thymidilic acid, uridylic acid, like that. Okay. So understood?